The journey home in park. I walk towards the bus stop. I walk towards the bus stop. I wait for the bus. I wait for the bus. I look out the window. I look out the window. I watch the passing cars. I watch the passing cars. I see tall buildings. I see tall buildings. I get off the bus. I get off the bus. I walk along the park. I walk along the park. I sit on a bench. I sit on a bench. I rest my legs. I rest my legs. I close my eyes briefly. I close my eyes briefly. I stand up again. I stand up again. I stroll through the park. I stroll through the park. I watch the birds. I watch the birds. I listen to the wind. I listen to the wind. I leave the park. I leave the park. I walk back home. I walk back home. Evening relaxation and snack. I unlock my door. I unlock my door. I enter my home. I enter my home. I take off my jacket. I take off my jacket. I hang up my jacket. I hang up my jacket. I walk into the living room. I walk into the living room. I open a window. I open a window. I sit on the sofa. I sit on the sofa. I relax my back. I relax my back. I pick up a newspaper. I pick up a newspaper. I turn the page. I turn the page. Corrected turn of page. I put down the newspaper. I put down the newspaper. I stand up slowly. I stand up slowly. I go to the kitchen again. I go to the kitchen again. I wash an apple. I wash an apple. I bite into the apple. I bite into the apple. I enjoy the taste. I enjoy the taste. I leave the kitchen. I leave the kitchen. I sit at the table. I sit at the table. I open a book. I open a book. I read a page. I read a page. I close the book. I close the book. I place the book on a shelf. I place the book on a shelf. Dinner and wind down. I stand up straight. I stand up straight. I stretch my neck. I stretch my neck. I walk into the dining room. I walk into the dining room. I set a plate on the table. I set a plate on the table. I pour some soup into the plate. I pour some soup into the plate. I taste the soup. I taste the soup. I finish my soup. I finish my soup. I wipe my mouth. I wipe my mouth. I wash the plate. I wash the plate. I dry the plate. I dry the plate. I put the plate away. I put the plate away. I leave the dining room. I leave the dining room. I return to the living room. I return to the living room. I sit on the floor. I sit on the floor. I fold my legs. I fold my legs. I close my eyes again. I close my eyes again. I breathe slowly. I breathe slowly. I clear my mind. I clear my mind. I open my eyes again. I open my eyes again. I stand up quietly. I stand up quietly. I walk to a bookshelf. I walk to a bookshelf. I pick up a magazine. I pick up a magazine. I flip through the pages. I flip through the pages. I read a short article. I read a short article. I put the magazine back. I put the magazine back. End of day and sleep. I walk to the window. I walk to the window. I watch the sunset. I watch the sunset. I admire the colors. I admire the colors. I close the window. I close the window. I draw the curtains. I draw the curtains. I turn on the lamp. I turn on the lamp. I pick up my phone. I pick up my phone. I check the time. I check the time. I put my phone down. I put my phone down. Shortened sequence here for pacing. I walk to the bathroom. I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth again. I brush my teeth again. I turn off the bathroom light. I turn off the bathroom light. I walk into my bedroom. I walk into my bedroom. I take out my pajamas. I take out my pajamas. I put on my pajamas. I put on my pajamas. I walk to the bed. I walk to the bed. I sit on the bed. I sit on the bed. I lie down. I lie down. I rest my head on the pillow. I rest my head on the pillow. I look at the ceiling. I look at the ceiling. I close my eyes again. I close my eyes again. I relax my shoulders. I relax my shoulders. I think about the day. I think about the day. I feel grateful. I feel grateful. I smile softly. I smile softly.